I will pick up Nana now, which is a good friend, and we will have some dinner, and then we will go out to have a drink. And the idea is actually just to take you out on a drink in this vlog. Not that I'm doing that so much. Actually, I'm not doing it. I think I will do it. I probably only do this one time a month or something like that. Nothing more than that. One thing I want to mention about going to a club, having one drink or what you need, is always remember to have your business card with you, because sometimes I have been connecting to people who actually have got me into a large project afterwards. So I was spoken to a person, it was a year ago or something like that, and he owned, I think it was 5 restaurants, really exclusive restaurants. And I was telling him that I was in the lighting business, and he was just asking me, okay, I have to find the right lighting solution for my 2 restaurants here, and could you come by one day? And I said, yeah, of course, here you have my business card. And he called me the day after, and we arranged a meeting. So what I will say about that is, when you are out meeting new people, even though it's in a club or anything else elsewhere, you just have to have your business card with you, because you never know when you meet a person who might be a potential customer, or that could also lead to some friendships or anything like that. What's up, Nana?
What's up, Rune?
Hi.
Hello.
Ooh, nice.
Ser jeg okay ud?
You look good.
Thanks, baby.
So today is Monday evening, and it is around 6 o'clock, and I have to participate in the round table meeting. And just to tell you a little about network and how you were able to manage that when you just are starting up your company, I learned from the beginning that having introduced a good network is a really good way to start up your sales. And what I did was, I was introduced to the BNI, Business Network International. That's worldwide. That's the largest source of network that you can become a member of. And you pay around, I think it's around 10,000 Danish crown. And I have the US dollars down here on the screen, but it gives you probably a return on investment, which is of course pending on your product or services, but around 1 year. So I was a member of the BNI for like 1.5 years. And that was really a good thing to be part of that network. And what I found out is that the BNI is really good for smaller companies who want to grow, and that's also in most cases those people who are in those networks. Not that I'm saying there's no people who are employed by a larger company, but in normal groups, like in smaller groups, for instance, we have a lot of smaller companies. Okay, so I got a return on investment which was around half year. So I got a really great order from one of the members. And how you actually do is that you come to the meetings, which is typically around really early in the morning, and then you say what you are searching for. Like, for instance, if you want to get in touch with a person from McDonald's in your area, because you have some, let's say, you have some nice, maybe you have some other things that they might need in their restaurant, then you are able to search for that person. And let's say there is 30 people in that group, then you are able to reach out to 30 people, and they can reach out in their network to find out if it's possible to find a person who works in McDonald's, which probably know the person that you are searching for. That's the one, and that's pretty good. You can come as a guest all over the world 3 times in one group. So what I have did now is that I travel around the world and I enter BNI just as a guest to see if there's people in those different groups who can help me. So that's a good way to grow your network, just to visit those groups. And I do that. I am not a member in all these groups. As I mentioned, you can come as a guest. Okay, so that's one of them, which is really important. And then another one is Roundtable. It is more like you have more a close relationship to the members you are in. It's a sort of a membership where you more like you are more like brothers, and you really not that you do not how can I say this, a roundtable group is more like brothership, right? So you're also able to make business, and you are also able to travel around the world. The difference between Roundtable and BNI is that BNI is a lot larger. There's really many groups around the world, and Roundtable, it is limited. There's not so many groups. In Denmark, we are a lot in Roundtable. There's around 2,300 members or something like that. And tonight I will show you how it is actually working in Roundtable. About the roundtable meeting, we had a person who was speaking about how to sell your business when it comes to, let's say you are a young entrepreneur and you have created a real good, fast-growing business, and you want to sell it. So these steps, how you were able to sell it, he was telling a lot about that. It was quite interesting. And he also told one thing that I want to tell you guys, and that is if you have in mind that you want to sell your company, let's say you are really old, you have a large company, and you might find that you want to just relax the last of your life with your wife or kids or something, whatever you have, then you are able to connect with a person like him who is just helping to come really deep in your company and find out what the values actually is in the company, and create the value proposition canvas, and also do some other models probably to understand what is the company worth. And there's a lot of different models that you can use, and I have just done that by myself. We have used net present value, and you can Google that, so how it is working, and that's give a great view on the potential of the growing, because you take some of the let's say 3 years back, and then you just have a person that you just level up in the different years to come. And we have done that in my company, so we are able to see, okay, what is the possible turnover after, let's say, 5 years, and then you are able to find out what is the amount that either an investor or a person who actually wants to buy the whole company have to offer you. And that was quite interesting. Another thing is he was mentioned, which I also want to point out, is when you want to sell your company, or let's say you just want any sorts of venture capital, etc., then it is a good idea to use, like for instance, Roundtable, BNI, and other larger network groups, because then you're able to get in touch with a lot of people who are in businesses already, and by visiting those network, you will be able just to connect with those people, and that's just easier to find a way into a possible investor for your company. And that was something that I didn't have thought about. So it is common sense. If you just visit a lot of professional networks, then you're able to connect with some of the people, and you might find, it's not guaranteed, right? But you might be able to find a possible investor for your company. So right now we have 11:30, around 11:30, and I will go to bed right now and wake up early tomorrow so I am fresh. So see you guys.